Reed,
We'll do it live.
you have been taken to the basically Four Elements Monastery. It is a monastery that's four elements. They focus on using ki to essentially cast spells. The monks are able to speak to you about the fact that they have a cooperation with the magical school. Indeed, that is sort of why they've developed into what they are, this melding of martial and magic. And each one is able to sort of teach the other elements of their crafts. Like I said, the sort of magical school has helped them sort of hone their ki to obviously make them four elements monks and that sort of thing, while they have helped meld the magicians into sort of the more martial bent magical classes like blade singers and things like that. Despite the fact that they are two different schools, they do work in concert with each other, like a left hand and a right hand. And they like it that way. They also...
Like the right hand and the left hand you've been sitting on for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, going stranger. They also follow the tenets of the magical school. That is one in which there is not a delineation of Baiku and high class. They also generally follow a meritocracy type system where these sort of Baiku can sort of come in and be held on an equal level with everyone else based on how well they fight. While within the magical school, it is more of like just pure magical aptitude and the judgment based on the magical aptitude of a student. Within the actual school, the monastery, their meritocracy is based on a quarterly tournament they have every 3 months, essentially, where they have rankings and things like that. So a Baiku can raise well above their station through these tournaments, essentially. It's not a Mortal Kombat, obviously, because no one dies, usually. But,
Aww. Could be. We could make this Mortal Kombat 1 the second one.
I mean, Reed could go in there and be like, look, it needs to be a Mortal Kombat because you want the weaker ones to die. And you want only the strong to survive.
It's called
Very
Pallin.
thing.
Survival of the fittest, obviously. And then whenever they die, you just pray for them to go to Kellenfor. Very simple. They're currently approaching one of these tournaments, but it should be in a couple weeks. They do not...
I don't think we have the time.
They would have you speak at length about your practices there, and maybe give some pointers and some tips to the actual sort of recruits, the acolytes, the disciples that are in this monastery, especially the sort of lower level ones that are really impressionable and learning.
Alright, so they just wish for me to speak to them?
Maybe, yeah, and maybe give some demonstrations.
Well, I don't know how well it will go with your teachings, as I am not one who has really studied the arcane or the mystical. However, I do know about the discipline that it takes to be in any monastery. But if it's about prowess with weapons, your blades, your glaives, then I'm sure that we can find a common ground. I guess we'll just start showing off, and I'm gonna, of course, go with the kunai with chain.
Kunai.
Definitely the most
Yeah, you didn't say it right. It's
flashy.
Kudawache!
He pulls it out, and the entire crowd goes, "Oh, from the memes."
I know this one. They
Slide
all-
it up.
I love
He's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
actually, got it hidden up the sleeve, and it just slides out.
I've seen that green post.
I've seen that.
They
got 4chan here?
really strong.
They got 4chan in the Gmod dynasty. It is a Mongolian basket weaving forum, so. it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
green posting in the green country with the green dragon.
Every one of Genelong's text is green.
What do you mean green country?
Who are you calling Green Country?
But yeah, we'll
Yes, that's
give
the one
off
from
a
the
couple
white
of
country.
displays to show off the weapon and the versatility. I mean, it would help if I saw some of what they did.
Fair enough. We can show you some of our various teachings. And they are going to, he sort of looks around the room. So, he like, pauses for a moment, and you can see there's quite a few people that, of these acolytes that they're kind of, hopeful and excited, but he sort of passes over them, and he goes to one of the more reserved, almost nervous-looking students that seems to shrink into themselves underneath the stoic gaze of this monk. And he says, Ambrose, you have been making excellent strides in your key focusing. Why don't you step up and show us, your peers as well as our guest, just what we can do? As it seems like he goes out of his way to pick one of the less excitable and less interested and sort of less, ambitious monks to step forward. And he hesitates for a moment, but he does sort of slowly stand up and sort of nervously wakes his way to the front. He's a young man, probably no older than 14 or 15, and maybe 100 pounds wet. He's thin and lithe and quite small for his age. But he does sort of stand nervously for a moment before he raises his hands, and he focuses, closing his eyes, as he lifts his hands up, and standing within this small sort of dojo, this clearing area, there is what appears to be a wall of stone that rises up, as he is able to basically mold the earth into a small, almost like shield of earth.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I certainly cannot do anything like that. How thick is the earth?
It's pretty small. Like I said, it's a very basic spell. It's maybe like half an inch thick. But it is like 6 feet high and probably about 3 or 4, 5 feet. 3, 4, 5 feet wide. It's 5 feet wide. 6 foot by 5 foot.
This is gonna look stupid, but can I check the sturdiness of it?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna punch it. You want me to roll?
No. Obviously you're not gonna have to roll to hit that. It's pretty prominent, and it's not exactly moving anywhere. But it is pretty sturdy. As you punch through it, you do pretty easily, like I said, you punch right through it. It's not super thick, but you do feel the resistance of it. You do feel the faint sting of hitting the gravel and the rock. You know, it's not bad. However, you punching through it causes so much like nervousness in him that and anxiety that he loses concentration on the spell. It just falls around him in a heap of dust.
No, I also wasn't expecting that either. But still, that is a pretty tough defense you have there. Just need...
Thank you.
Just gotta actually keep it up.
Oh,
Now,
they get it up.
how are
right.
you
Con-
for offense?
He is sort of the master that brought you here nods his head and says, "Confidence, Ambrose. Confidence." And he sort of pats him on the back. See? You have been learning well. This is no acolyte. This is this is a master. Even he says that your defense was good. So take heart, young man. Now as for offense, well, we do have our own abilities. We often learn those from the mages school from across the way. Perhaps a demonstration with one of them.
With one of the mages?
Oh, indeed, yes.
So are Aruna and Reed about to fight to the death?
Do Aruna and
Why
Reed
not?
want to fight?
Oh my god.
It's not gonna be to the fucking death.
Oh, we have a tournament arc! Oh my god!
Let's do some
We get to
PvP.
the anime city and it's a tournament arc. We all should have seen it coming.
It's not gonna be the fucking death.
Oh man,
it's
that
not
means
even.
I have to fight like Ito or Henley.
It's
We
not.
get some Yu Yu Hakusho up in here.
It's not even gonna be the fucking unconsciousness.
Oh, it's gonna be like a point based on hit system or something.
It'll be until half health.
Okay.
I mean,
It'll be. That's
I'm up for it.
that's when first blood is drawn. Is technically bloodied. You got.
draw first blood.
You gotta figure.
I got her
Honestly, I gotta figure the monk would probably win with stunning strike, but you never fucking know.
Blood god.
Yeah, you just counterspell it.
Counter.
All right. So potentially there could be a demonstration, a skirmish between Reed and Aruna, depending on if both people were okay with it. Like I said, it doesn't really mean anything. But it would be to half health, which is like one hit for fucking Aruna, probably, because she's got like 30 hit points.
I'll fight her.
I mean, yeah, but so does Reed because he took like 5 levels of 2 HP.
That's true. He learned that mistake very quick. He went, fuck that.
Reed still got more hit points than Aruna.
That's fair.
I mean, that's not exactly the high bar, though.
I mean,
Wait,
that's also fair.
Was Lou rolling for his level ups?
Twice.
At the start, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, you poor soul.
That's because Lou's not a fucking coward like you, Beaver.
Yeah, at the beginning, we were like, "How is Luke dead already?" And he's like, "Oh, I only have 10 health." We're like, "We're
Look,
level 3."
listen.
Yeah, I was an
Listen,
involved conversation.
That's because Lou.
Just
Are you ready for this?
That's because Lou's not a fucking coward.
So on
just
the
like my love life, I take the average.
That's because you're a coward.
3 inches, Beaver.
Just because you already take 12 inches at fucking
Oh.
night, you might as well take 6 hit points in the day.
That's what the
In
muscle
the,
relaxers are for, to get those
in-
last 2 in.
In the Spelljammer campaign, the player characters are level 8. Patrick's playing a gunslinger, which is from the Valda Spire of Secret book. And they have a D8 hit die.
Yep.
He has a con mod of +1, and at level 6, he had 36 hit points.
That's fucking rough.
He rolled 4 ones for his
Jesus
level
Christ.
ups.
Oh, speaking
Ow.
of rolled, I rolled for stats for a game I'm doing for one of my trans femme friends, and I rolled some fucking ridiculous stats.
Amal, did I tell you I
rolled
like
them-
your wig?
You
It
rolled
looks
them,
really good.
You rolled them. I rolled my stats at home stats, didn't you?
No, I rolled them on stream while the DM was watching.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They were so good. They're
Yeah,
I
no,
rolled my
because
stats
at first
before
I was
came
like,
here.
well, I'll roll, and if they work out bad, I'll just do point buy. So stats are for a sorcerer 10, 16, 16, 12, 16, 19 at level 2.
That's why I just do point buy.
Nice.
It's just
I
it's just
got done
easier.
rolling, and I was like, I'm not fucking bad at anything.
All right, we're moving
Yeah,
on.
thank you, Colin.
We are moving on to separate vignette because Tommy his asshole is apparently exploding into like some sort of fucking awful calamity. I don't even
The
know.
Cardinals lost.
A
Oh wait,
calamitous
no, that's
point.
not the
No,
Falcons.
I don't know what's gonna happen when we go to visit and we go on a trail or anything. Like, is he just gonna
He's
He's
gonna
gonna be-
squat by the fucking
Does
trail.
Tommy
and-
shit in the
Bring
wood?
a bucket.
maybe
Bring a
Shelby?
bucket for him.
No, he'll bring
Shelby-
he'll bring a sheet so you can hold it up to block the view.
Are they? Maybe Shelby's into like the whole ABDL adult diaper
I
baby
don't-
level thing. And, like that's
I
what
don't
she's
think-
gonna.
I don't
Like,
think
Max
he
was his
is.
face when I said
I'm
Max.
willing
Max
to
Max's
bet he
face
is
went
not.
like that. He was looking at. He went like this. He went like.
I like that the beer bottles
That's
have slowly blocked out the view of the camera.
That's a kink that Max forgot about.
All right.
Max
Yeah.
fucking loves that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-mm.
Max is the living embodiment of adult baby diaper level.
No, I disagree.
Let's see. Who do we want to go to? Because I would like to.
Max fucking
Tommy.
loves DDLG.
We can't go to Tommy because he's fucking pooping. He's always pooping. He's always fucking taking a poop. He's always getting
I
up
say
and
we do
pooping.
Quaddle cockfighting. I say we go
His
to Bruce. We
asshole's
do quaddle
collapsing like a
cockfighting.
fucking.
There is no
Nissan
Bruce.
Star.
Bruce is off in the fucking nether. It's Klaus.
Yeah, Bruce is dead.
Klaus.
I
that's
think we
right,
should go to
Klaus.
Eckhart. Eckhart, are you here? Eckhart? Nope, he's taking a dump too.
He's making an omelet. Eckhart's making an omelet.
We can't go to the cockfighting. Indeed.
Why not?
Klaus. There is,
Okay, what?
as the night, you know that the quad fighting happens at night. And darkness comes early. Not only is it the winter, but
Darkness
storm
comes.
clouds
Darkness
begin to
comes.
roll in. It is not cold enough here for there to be snow, but there is still a chill in there. It is still winter. And thunder heads begin to slowly form over the city of Shendo, and the beautiful glistening
Oh shit.
golden rooftops turn a muted, sort of almost bronze-looking color as peals of thunder begin to roil across the landscape. Looks like it's gonna be a storm. But that's a problem
Oh,
for
shit,
the
I can feel it in my
outside.
knees.
For the inside, well, you can see, despite the somewhat, despite the fact that the Quat fights are meant to be sort of a seedy underbelly type of thing, there is a small group that is gathered outside the Gilded Dragon Counting House. It is closed at this point. There should be no trades, no counting, no banking, none of that done. And yet there is still quite a handful of people that are sort of milling about. Slowly, as the night passes on and it gets darker and the thunderheads grow denser, the city lights turn up as there are beautiful sort of paper lanterns that light the avenues in various different colors. Slowly, this crowd begins walking towards a plain door on the side of the Gilded Dragon Counting House. And they keep their distance from each other. It's not a tightly packed line. Each one is sort of wanders there, and they walk to the door.
He's gone.
They say something. The door opens, and They're let inside.
Can Venta come in with Klaus?
You do see Venta outside there.
Okay, I was about to say only if I see you.
Alec, cool. You also see Venta there, or Klaus there and Venta there, because the tailoring shop is also in this area.
Hey, you two, you want to see some cocks?
Always, buddy.
Sure.
Buddy.
Is there a party? Is it a party?
All right. You're slow. You
can
kind of
follow.
have to stand. You kind of stand there a little bit. Like I said, you slowly sort of make your way forward. Every person in the line kind of keeps their distance from each other, like 10 paces. And it gets to you, Klaus. And you go to the doorway, and there's like a little door that slides open. You see a pair of eyes look at you, and he says, "Are you looking for a good time?"
No.
But does a cat's hair stand on end?
Oh no.
I reckon it does. As he slams the little door shut, and then the very plain door opens, leading to a den of,
Inequity?
I would say a den of din.
Hell yeah.
That's a play on words.
And as these two follow me, and I'm gonna be like, is that with me?
There are shouts and cries of excitement and despair as you slowly make your way into what appears to be a quat fighting ring. There is a large, sort of sandy, circular pit, almost like a coliseum to cocks.
Hell yeah, baby.
It is no
Boys, we're
more than maybe
We're in heaven.
roughly a
made it.
15-foot radius. But in this sunken 15-foot radius, you can see strange creatures unlike any that you've ever seen before. Serpentine creatures that have wings that sprout from their back. Beautifully colored with scales of almost sort of a neon glow. You see some have like red, sort of bright scales, and some sort of have dull, sort of gray scales, while others has sort of viridescent green scales. It's almost like Pokemons.
Oh boy, I do like some Pokemon
Oh, boy.
ones.
Alright,
I love the Pokemon.
each one has an elemental affinity. Each of these Kawats has a elemental type, essentially. And
Betting on a single one.
if you want to bet on them, you could.
I will place a small bet upon one. Why not? Let's have a little fun.
But
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely betting.
you're not familiar with Kawats. It's hard to tell the difference between rock and ground and grass type.
Is there one
But-
that is green?
If the thing is if you're gonna pick with the startups, you have to fucking pick the water type. 'Cause
Maybe
that's the best
maybe
one.
the green one's poison type.
Colin,
Yeah.
as
It's a
soon
villain.
as soon as they pick one, I'm gonna send out a threat of fate at it.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
okay. So do you want to? Okay, we'll agree on one then.
Alright. Like I said, there are... it's a loud and boisterous crowd, and you can see there are bets that are flying free and wildly, as people call, sort of different names in the air. It seems that they have, obviously, the people here seem to know the names of some of these Kawats. Some are more popular than others. That being said, bets fly all over the place, and bookies are everywhere. It's not too hard to find someone to place, like, a bet on. In fact, it would be harder to find someone that's not dealing in the gambling right now. After all, that's why people are here. They're here to watch the fights and bet on them. And so, you do see that there is almost like an elimination tournament. There is what appears to be a round of roughly, from what you can tell, 8 quads that are going to be into a single elimination tournament. And you can bet on every match, or you can bet on one to win from the start without seeing what their matches are gonna be.
All right. What are the odds on the individuals?
Currently, the odds are rough. There is one that is a clear favorite. His name is Hegemony, a powerful-looking blue quad. That's favored at 5-1 to win.
Oh,
I guess it would technically 1 to 5.
What's the least favored?
There is a like a green, rather diminutive-looking quad named Jack Jack.
Do they have any like descriptions of what their affinities are?
You have no clue. You can roll a nature check to try to judge that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
do at nature, but I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna thread Jack Jack, and I'm gonna.
I don't like that sentence.
And I'm gonna put a bet down on Jack Jack.
I will bet. I know that Alakul weaves fate. I'm gonna put a bet on whichever one Alakul puts a bet on.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna bet 600 gold.
I'm gonna bet
That's
50.
a lot of smackaroos.
Alright, I got an 18 on my nature check.
Alright.
And I've gone ahead and removed my 600.
You'll never see it again.
I mean,
Unless.
what if? Yeah, haha, unless.
Actually, how much gold do I have?
I'm coughing.
Oh, I have 300 gold. I'll bet 100 gold. We're getting close to the end of the campaign.
Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch.
Crap, I forgot what the red one was called already.
Venta. You hear a voice and you look outside through a window and Karak was there with his like staff like waving up in the air. He's kind of yelling through the window, "Don't be a bitch! Don't be a bitch!"
Does anybody remember what I named the red one?
No.
I don't even remember what you
I
named. the red
remember
one.
Jack.
Well, no, next
I
week when
remember
you all play
Jack
this
Jack.
video-
I don't remember what I just named the red one.
Hegemony.
A couple Hegemony. That's it.
Hegemony,
Yeah,
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 Hegemony.
that's what it was. Over than H.
Projection of power, militaristic power. All right. You know that Jack Jack is essentially a nature grass affiliated one, while Hegemony is a fire one.
Is that the first matchup?
Fire burns grass. Nope, you just know those two.
Okay. Is there like a water type in the bracket?
There is. As far as you can tell. There is a...
Well, all we can do is hope that the water type hits fucking Hegemony before it hits Jack Jack, or before Hegemony hits Jack Jack.
Got the fucking
It's
hitbox,
fine.
holy
Well,
crap.
We got Jack Jack. It's gonna be great.
Fuck it, let's go with Jack Jack. Woo!
Alright.
I'll put down.
If you-
I'll put down like.
Like I said,
300 gold.
putting one down to win the entire tournament, obviously before things have popped off, it has a higher turnout, a higher chance of, it has a higher payout.
Yeah.
God, I keep freaking hiccuping, Jesus. Stop hiccuping!
Took out 300. Boo! I scared you, didn't I? Stop hiccuping. Did it work?
I can't
I
stop.
don't think it worked.
It did not fucking work. Jesus. Stop hiccuping, goddammit.
My
No.
beer's empty. I've had too much.
No, I keep
alcohol
trying
today.
to drink something to stop the hiccuping, and it doesn't fucking help.
It's because it's alcohol, Colin.
God damn it. Stop! Let me make some tournament brackets real fast. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's all of them. Alright. Alright.
Can we have the New York Giants and Arizona Cardinals on there? 'Cause the
You
fucking
can-
Giants fucking beat the Cardinals. How
The fuck did that happen? They were down 20-0 at halftime.
They were down and the fucking Giants won because the Cardinals are trash.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. God damn it.
Can you
All right.
finish this session before you do so, please?
You have, I will tell you, like I said, there's 8 co-ops that are currently in place. There's Jack Jack, the green. There's Hegemony, the red. Ursula, the purple. Lurtz, the blue. Bolt, the yellow. Rocky, the gray. Elaine, the pink. And Iselda, the orange. The first fight... and you're taking a bet on Jack Jack to win it all.
Yep, I bet 600.
Alright.
I don't know what Max did. I think Beaver said 300.
I bet 100 on Jack Jack.
He said he has 300 total. He will bet
Well, no.
100.
Yeah, Beaver bet 300, I think.
I'll say
I've already subtracted the 100 from my inventory.
Jack Jack is currently a pretty
I bet
heavy
300.
underdog. He, like I said, is quite diminutive. But I would say he's probably like even as diminutive as he is, it's not like crazy odds. You'll probably get a payout of 5-1 if he wins the entire tournament. So we had, just go ahead and give me the total. We had 600 plus 300 plus what?
100.
So 1,000 gold to win it all. So if he wins it all, it's a 5,000 gold payout. Now.
Oh, that works out exactly. Okay. Lovely.
The rankings. We will have the fights go to a D8.
Oh,
We got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many quads are there total? You said 8, Colin?
There's 8. So I'm rolling D8s.
Okay. Will this involve the Kawats making saving throws and attacks?
Yes, it does involve attack rolls.
So, when the match starts and everyone starts like cheering and moving around, I want to use the chaos of the crowd and the yells to mask myself casting Bane at 4th level to Bane every single Kawat except for Jack Jack because I
Okay.
can do exactly 7 at 4th level.
I got a pee, so I'll be right back. Grace, I got a pee.
Man, the Broncos just lost on a 2-point conversion.
Get fucked.
imagine losing to the best way to score. The second best way to score.
Well, no, see, they didn't have a 2-point conversion scored on them. They got a touchdown that could have tied it if they made the 2-point conversion, but they didn't.
Oh.
So they lost by 2 points. What a way to go out, man. But they went out like a team that got roasted by Patrick Starr on Christmas Day. Still my favorite thing to have ever happened in the NFL, like ever. Christmas Day football game where the fucking game cast is partially done by Patrick fucking Starr of SpongeBob SquarePants. And then your fucking starting quarterback gets roasted by Patrick on live TV on Christmas.
I bet the actor who plays Patrick was legit. Like, I fucking hate that guy.
I mean, I hope he was, because he dumped on him really fucking hard. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, round one. Let me.
I found. There we go.
All right. Well,
One of the best things to happen in football ever. So the Broncos just lost on a failed 2-point conversion.
what the fuck?
Yep. Even the commies won this week. Stalin would be proud.
My God. They gotta feel like shit.
They should feel like shit that the fucking Broncos.
Speaking of football, Beaver, you gonna be around tomorrow night watching the game?
Fuck yeah, I am.
I'll probably be
We're
on.
gonna do this over Discord?
I'll probably be in Discord on Exalt, so.
Hell yeah.
But I'll probably be.
I'll try
I'll be
and
around
stream it if
watching
I
it.
can.
Yeah. I mean, I can watch it on TV, but
I mean, I can watch it on TV too, but I can also,
stream it
like
forever.
it
So
on Discord.
stream it so freaking Mike can be like,
Yeah,
I don't
Steve
get
Knoll
football.
roast.
All
I don't
right.
understand what's happening, but fuck those guys. Here's some
The
birds.
first-
I'm texting Tommy.
He might be dead.
I think he
I'm
fell
giving him the old, are you okay with 4 question marks? That shows I'm very serious.
That dude's butthole is
Ask him if
fucked,
he fell
and not
in.
in the good way like Beaver's.
When your butthole gets too relaxed, you get a Tommy situation.
A lot interesting enough. The first round actually rolled Elaine versus Jack Jack.
Okay, she's baned. I was just make a charisma saving throw or be baned.
But first I need you to since you were casting a spell, I want you to make a stealth intelligence check.
Boy, that's not gonna go well.
So intelligence plus
If you're
proficiency if
intelligence
proficient with
plus
stealth?
proficiency if you're proficient with stealth, because you're trying to stealthily cast a spell, because understandably manipulating odds are, you're not supposed to do it here, so you're trying to magically stealthily do it. That is an intelligence stealth check. Or I guess it could be a
my casting modifier is charisma.
I guess it could be a dexterity arcana check.
Oh, that is actually like the same.
Max, if you're not good at it, just don't do that.
All right, fine.
But the whole point is you are trying to
I
like.
can do it because I can't. No one can see. The
I'm good
threat
at
but me.
regular stealth. I'm just like
Well, then you have proficiency in stealth. You can still try it.
I have a.
The worst they can
I have a
do is
-1 in
kick you
intelligence.
out and berate
Yeah.
you and hate you.
Maybe skin you.
But the threat of fate is invisible to everyone except Alec Cool, so.
Yeah, they'll
I'll
give you a
leave it be.
circumcision and then wear it as a necklace.
I'll leave it be then.
Or hell, they might not even kick you out. They might just say, "Hey, don't do it again, you idiot."
Or.
Or they could stone you to death.
Such a range of options.
It's up to you.
Fuck it. I have a hero.
That's true.
Yeah.
These are pretty common folk, so for the most part, they're not exactly like high-level creatures that you're rolling a stealth against.
1 second. So you said that was intelligence,
An
plus
intelligence
proficiency if proficient in
Plus
stealth?
proficiency if proficient in stealth. I still have the hiccups.
What's proficiency bonus at this level?
It's like 6. And if
Yeah,
you got
sure,
like
right, okay.
expertise
Yep.
at it, it's even higher, so.
Okay, so that's a +5. Because of a -1 stealth. Or -1 in intelligence. It's an 11. I'm gonna hero.
That's fair.
If I see Max
23,
casting
much
stuff,
better.
I walk to the phone.
There you go.
There you go. It doesn't seem like people notice you as you sort of suddenly cast a spell. It's loud in here. Like I said, it's a din of sound. It's a cacophony of people calling bets across the stage. As people call for bets to all sorts. Their voices raised as loud as they can just to get their final bets in. You are not you get the feeling that you're not noticed. You don't see nobody stops you or seems to bump into you or stop you whenever you just sort of mutter the words and just sort of wave your hand as you cast Bane on the other ones. Alright. That being said, it does, at the end of the day, come down to the dice.
Yeah, but so they have to make Charisma saving throws, and if they fail, they subtract a D4.
I'm just automatically making them fail.
Oh.
They just automatically suffer the D4. I'm not gonna worry about if they make a Charisma saving throw or not. They just all have a D4 to their minus D4 to their D20 rolls. So like I said, it all comes down to the dice rolls, but it's heavily in your favor as Jack has advantage on their D20 and their opponents have a minus D4 to their D20. But who knows? You know, I guess it's possible that Jack could roll just absolute ass and one could roll off. It's possible to roll 2 1s, but we'll see. Jack's roll is a 13. Wow, I rolled 2 13s. What the fuck?
Wow.
That being said, yeah, I rolled 13. Actually, I should make these public rolls, but I promise you it was a 13 for the first one. And the second one, there is no bonuses or bonuses, so it's gonna be, well, what the fuck? That's what? 20. Jack's about to get knocked out in the first fucking round.
Aruna, okay.
Well, I'm rolling because I have Aruna's token, like, clicked.
Okay, yeah.
Jack gets knocked out in the first round.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, I go home.
I mean...
just Alakul and Venta just...
No, I'll watch.
Just fly
I'll still
out.
watch. I
Nope.
still came here for a good
No,
time.
I'm still here.
I'm
enjoying.
Jack unfortunately does lose in the first round with
I go and
13 versus a 16, unfortunately.
Oh well.
That's even with the D4?
That's even with the D4. Like I said, they
rolled a 20.
Alakul closing the door behind her.
rolled a crit on its attack.
Oh.
And since this is one that is not an elemental disadvantage, doesn't have disadvantage. Well, unfortunately, a crit, but that's gambling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there still time to bet on another one?
There is actually.
Still bet on individual rounds, yeah.
There are still individual
Hell yeah.
rounds if you wanted to bet on those. Alakul,
Which
you
one just beat Jack? Was it a water?
Yep, that was Elaine, the purple one.
I'll put 10 gold down on that one.
I'll put
You have to
200
do it
down on
per,
Elaine.
you have to do it per match now, Max.
You have to do it per match now.
Oh, that's right, because you can only... Okay, you're right.
I'll put 200 down on Elaine's next match.
Same.
Alright. Fair enough. The Bane still lasts. However, it's Bane on on everything. So
I guess, yeah, because Jack's gone. So.
Jack's gone. Like I said, bad rolls, unfortunately. For Jack.
Shit happens. That's what gambling's for.
That being said,
by DraftKings.
Alakul, when you head to the bar, you do get a drink for free. As it's not exactly a strong drink, but you did put quite a bit of money down, and they are more than willing to give you a compensatory drink. And actually, a rather as you're sipping your drink, there is a rather nervous-looking May that is here, as she walks up next to, sort of looking around, and she says, you know, I always wanted to come to these things, but Dad never let me come, because he said, you know, it was always a little bit dangerous and a little bit seedy, but now that I'm going out in the world and seeing, you know, all the sights that there are to see, he said, it's probably fine. There's probably going to be far worse out there, he said.
I guarantee you there is far worse out there than anything in here. Except for maybe me.
And she sort of excited says, wow, like what?
Like an ice witch riding a dragon. Or the shade of a man. There are any number of things, unfortunately.
She says, you know, can't tell you something I've always, like, it's like it'd been in my head as something that would be neat to do, like, as a hobby, but I guess I've never really done it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be neat, like, if some, like, pieces of clothing, cloaks, they, like, told a history. What if it had, like, deeds and things on them? Like, what if I could embroider someone slaying a dragon onto it, like a cloak, or this creeping shade? Like, it'd be interesting. Like, if clothes did more than just, like, look good, what if they told a story?
Well, that's a pretty lofty but respectable goal.
Like a tapestry you could wear.
Oh boy, she's gonna invent graphic tees.
Yeah.
Basically.
Just gonna start Hot Topic.
She has the idea for a cloak that is embroidered, and you could use the cloak as spell components. Essentially, you could touch certain pictures on the cloak and cast spells on it instead of casting spell components.
Wait a second. I had one of those.
I sold it to Goodwill for $5.
Damn, so they gave you for it?
Or like she's like,
Always worth.
it'd almost be like runes on a piece of clothing, except it's pictures, it's embroidery and things like that. She thinks it'd be neat. It'd be something interesting to do. But like I said, instead of runes, it's almost pictures and scenes that you can touch. Like maybe you could cast daylight whenever you touch the sun rising embroidering on your cloak and things like that. It's just a silly idea she's had.
Well, I told her I think you should pursue that thought and see where it takes you.
Pursue that thought.
Well,
Let
perhaps
the intrusive thoughts win.
perhaps I will. Once I learn enough about tailoring. What are you drinking?
I looked down at it. It's probably just beer. A very bad one at that.
I've never had it before. What's it like?
I give the rest to her. I don't recommend it.
She
My people
Michelob Ultra.
don't really drink anything but water, so
she sort of sips it for a moment. Her face sort of squinches up. And she says, "It's very bitter. People drink this?
they do.
Why?"
Well, for a normal person, it kind of numbs them to the world.
Off in the background, you can see Klaus like just downing a fucking pint of the same shit.
Double fisting it.
You see
Yep,
Klaus
double fisting.
Klaus back there. Bryce Young throws 2 interceptions. Fuck it. There's always next year. Oh wait, no, there's not, because we don't have a first round pick. God damn it!
Damn, all the good receivers are gone.
At least
What the
fucking.
fuck is wrong with
At least Chicago sucks too. Those fuckers.
Jeez.
Put it
Assholes.
all down.
It doesn't matter how good DJ Moore is. You don't have a fucking quarterback.
I am texting Tommy's wife.
All right, but
Check
she
on him. I think he fell in.
she kind of pushes the beer away, and like, it's nice to
Yeah.
try it, but it's
Yeah,
not for me.
I agree. It's not very good. It was free.
I'll stick to water.
That's a good choice.
All right, betting people. The next one is, all right. Let's see. Elaine won, so round 2 is Elaine versus. Let's see. Elaine versus Lurtz, the blue one.
I have texted Tommy's wife.
I'm gonna text Tommy's wife. I'm gonna be like, you up?
You don't have Tommy's wife's number.
I do too. She gave it to me.
Hey, read me the number you have, and I'll tell you the number I have. I'll tell you if it matches. Okay?
867-5309.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I knew it.
Did you call it for a good time?
No, I've read it when it said there's singles in my area. Elaine versus Lurtz. Purple versus blue. My. Both of them banged.
Get fucked.
Are you betting on them?
I will bet
Gotta
10 gold on Elaine.
That's fair enough. Elaine having come out the other side against Jack. Jack was favored not to win, so when Elaine comes out the other side, it's not exactly a boost to her fucking her betting. No one's that excited, so she's only being currently bet at like 3-1. All right.
Yeah, I've already bet. Was it 200 gold on Lane?
All right. 200 gold. Like I said, she's the underdog. Lurtz does look pretty stocky. That being said, it's just a straight roll for them. I'm not even gonna bother with the fucking D4 because they're both. I will, because I guess they could both roll technically a different bang dice. So it is public roll. I'll start with Elaine. A 10 minus 2, so Elaine has an 8. Lurtz will be the second roll. A 19 minus 4, 15. Lurtz wins.
What the fuck?
That's
what betting's like.
that's fucking gambling, boss.
I'm not betting on him anymore. Fuck this. I'm just
You
gonna
learned
watch.
your lesson.
You were literally gambling on D20 rolls, and you have tried
Fucking roll.
change them to your way, but at the end of the day,
Cheated. We have cheated, and it's still
it
random.
is still
That's what
just
it's
gone
like.
against you. Sometimes
Hold on,
the
hold
dice
on.
are just against. Just don't roll your way.
No. Max, keep going.
No.
Win.
No, you could
No.
technically win.
Good.
Venta
No.
is genuinely
No,
disappointed.
that's you
He
at the
does not wanna
bottom.
keep
You've
going.
almost hit diamonds.
That be
No.
it could
That's you
be.
at the bottom.
Stop encouraging bad habits for Max. He's already stupid.
Alright,
This meme
All
brought
right.
to you by the Casino Association of Las Vegas.
Alright.
Yeah.
so hang on. Colin, who'd you say won?
Lurtz, the blue one.
Lurtz? Alright, I'm betting 150 gold on Lurtz on next round.
All right. I'm gonna say. I'll say it's gonna go. I'll let you bet on the final round. I'm just gonna do one more. Lurtz versus. Ooh. Oh. It is Lurtz versus the favored
Hell
Quat
yeah.
Hegemony, the red.
What type is
Hell
Lurtz?
yeah.
What color is he, I guess?
Hegemony, Lurtz is blue and Hegemony is red.
Oh, Lurtz
Oh,
might
always
be in
bet
my
on blue.
Swimming water.
Always bet on blue. Blue's the best color.
It does.
Blue's in the goo.
It is indeed seem that it is water versus fire. So Lurtz rolls with advantage versus Hegemony. They are both baned, however. Unless you want to drop the
Tommy-
bane.
Tommy is not
No, I'll keep
dead.
him baned.
Tommy's not dead?
No.
His asshole's dead. Bet his fucking house smells like a paper mill.
She
Or-
accidentally unplugged the computer because she was looking for the PS5 power cord to plug it in. She went rummaging through the wires and unplugged the PC, and now he's helping her with application stuff.
I would say, I bet Tommy's house smells
Uh-huh.
like a paper mill, but West Virginia smells like a paper mill. So
It does. I've been to West Virginia. It does.
that
smell
place,
like
that
paper
place
mill.
fucking sucks. I hear you're not allowed to enter West Virginia if you're black.
It's true.
I was allowed in.
It's
You're
in-
not
it's in
black.
their state
I
charter.
was wearing. To be fair, I was wearing blackface at the time. It was on Laura and my. It was on
What
me and
the
Laura's honeymoon.
It was on the Al Jolson Remembrance Tour. Yo, I'm Cuban B. Yes, Cuban B.
Whoa, you sound just like Beaver. That's crazy.
All right. On the bright side, I will say I'll keep the odds. Lurtz is favored 3-1. Hegemony is still favored to win because Hegemony was the largest and the strongest coming in, and he has made it all the way to the end. That being said, you could tell. Like I said, I'm not gonna make you roll any checks. Lurtz is water typed and Hegemony is fire typed, so Lurtz does get advantage on their rolls. And if they're both baned, it comes down to the fucking dice roll. I'm rolling in public, so you know I'm not fucking lying about it.
The way.
And the first one is Lurtz. A
Colin steals your
17 minus 3, a 14. So Lurtz gets a 14. Hegemony gets a 10 minus 1,
That
a
was a
9.
That was a D12. You gotta re-roll that.
Oh, what the fuck did I roll? Oh shit.
D12.
A 2!
Yep. Oh no.
He gets a 1. He got a
Oh,
1.
Minus
No.
4, a negative
Colin's
2.
been hitting a D12 the whole time.
Have I been really?
No.
No, it's
No.
1d20. Nope.
Yeah, Connor's just gassed.
It's only the d12 for that one.
He's gaslighting Colin
The D12
harder than Tommy's gassing his house
The
out
D12 rolled higher than the freaking D20. The D20 rolled a 2. In stunning fashion, the rather somewhat smaller Lurtz takes down Hegemony, the Quat, as it blasts forth a burst, basically like a water gun. At odds of 3-1, what did you bet on Lurtz in the final?
150.
All right. So you get 450 back.
Yay.
Yay!
I don't think you made up your money, boss.
I didn't, but
You
I
lo-
didn't lose too much.
But it happens. That's gambling. I mean, that's
Yeah, I
gambling.
think all in all, I lost maybe like 100 or 200 gold, so that's like chump change.
Yeah, like I said, that's gambling. It's just meant there to be kind of silly. You know, at this point, you're at such a high level that the money doesn't really fucking matter. All right.
Now I'm gonna go to the bar and collect my complimentary drink.
There is obviously a complimentary drink. You can see Alec Cool is there with a very pretty young girl, who's rather excitedly and passionately talking about clothing. I don't know how Klaus feels about that. I mean, Klaus is gay, so he'd probably like be excited about tailoring and clothing.
Whoa.
What?
Klaus is
Well, I'm
gay?
not about to third wheel this conversation. I'm just gonna like make eye contact with Alec Cool and just be like, nice.
But
Nice.
she's excitedly talking about clothing. Most people are looking at her like she's
I
crazy.
look at Klaus. I was like, she's gonna be traveling with us. I've freed somebody from indentured servitude, as it were.
She's gonna travel with you.
Oh yeah, you better believe she's gonna be traveling with us.
She's a child.
She's already
Klaus.
got the amount picked out.
She's 16.
She is a child, Klaus.
Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna back out of this really slowly.
Give her beer. Give her beer.
She's
Give her
a
beer.
child slave. How do you feel about that, Klaus?
Oh boy.
Klaus,
I'm
your
gonna back out
Germany
of this
showing.
conversation real slowly.
Klaus, your Germany showing.
Oh no.
Klaus,
Argentina is showing.
Klaus puts his hands on the table. He says, "You've tried beer, but have you tried muscle relaxers?"
No.
No, sir.
But she is a
Child
child.
gets a small plane and goes to an island somewhere.
She is a child, excitedly talking about seeing the world, to Alec Cool. So, she's excited to be on, to see as she's seen a boat that flies. She's never even seen a fucking boat before. That's not true.
Yeah.
She has, but because Shendo is on a harbor. But the point still stands. She's excited.
Come look at my flying boat. What's a boat?
That being said, then to True Cloud.
Yeah, what's up?
Trenta Vuru Cloud.
You roll a perception check.
Damn. I got a 3, Colin.
Venta is ass. You sure you don't want to
I
use a
am.
hero point on that?
I just did.
Did you really? Oh shit.
I did the thing. Fuck it, use another one. 13.
No, fuck it.
Use
Hold on. The Portent dice is a 15.
Well, that's a 15 for me. I have a +0.
Alright. You hear, there's a couple of people at the bar commiserating over their losses as, they've had a couple of drinks and their speech is slightly slurred as they say, "I'm fucking tired of always losing, I'm tired of always fucking drinking. You know what I could go for? Some fucking
Carolina Panthers football.
some fucking tea. I go for just some fucking tea. Something simple and good."
I sort of like slide over to him on the bar with my elbow on the up on the bar, and I passed them one of the flyers from that lady's shop, and I said, "There's this nice shop that I visited just yesterday, just over yonder, owned by a lovely woman, been here for generations, deep roots in the city, makes an amazing cinnamon chai tea."
Isn't that the Baiku shop?
Sir, I will attest to it myself. As an aficionado of taverns and tea, she is something exceptional. I think, and no matter where you come from, talent is talent, and she has it.
And the tea's good, you say?
Fantastic. I've tried it myself. I can still taste it on my lips.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
That's cum, buddy.
They hold a blacklight up to me.
The tea is my seed!
Why am I here?
Damn.
Alright, I'm gonna go drink this tea, but if it's bad, I'm gonna come back here and kick your ass.
You are certainly welcome to
Why
try.
don't I'm gonna go with this man? I would like to leave this place, and I will treat my lovely young friend to tea instead of gross beer.
Much better.
I'll go back and see her. I'll go back and see the lady too. I'll go with them.
Alright, tea party!
Yay!
I'm still getting drunk.
Hmm.
I'm staying here. I'm getting drunk like a degenerate.
You sort of hold up a
That's right.
beer and says, our best wide receiver is Adam Thielen!
If I keep drinking, someone won't remind me they're a
Hey!
child slave.
DJ Chalk is going to play tomorrow. I thought he was going to be injured all season like fucking JC Horn.
JC Horn! My bones are made of glass!
We vested a top 10 pick on that stupid schmuck.
I should have known Wayne back then, 'cause of the commissioner. He called me Mr. Glass.
We could have had Patrick Surtain.
They say the
Isn't
best.
that M. Night Shyamalan movie?
They say the best ability is availability.
And he's missed an entire season in the 2 seasons that he's fucking playing.
You know what?
That's actually a true fact. He's missed 18 games in the past 33.
You think they'll pick up the?
Bad.
You think they're going to pick up the 5th-year option? Not a
Now, maybe
chance.
they can't pick for that bitch.
Alright. You head out, this den of infamy and, this sort of seedy underbelly of the city, not for you. But you do bring a rather sizable group along you, to, this sort of little tea house, this little inn. As the old lady excitedly welcomes you, quickly putting on multiple copper kettles of, boiling water, to prepare very fine tea. Venta, she says, well, since you're a friend of my friend, I think everybody should get a little bit of a discount. As she throws everyone a nice little discount. Cool, you don't have to worry about pulling off money or anything. It's not sizable enough to honestly matter to your wealth. So I'm not gonna worry about nickel and diming Alec Cool like, hey, it costs 3 silver for this fucking cup of tea.
It's like, yeah, here's a gold. Just
There's no point at this point nickel
Yeah.
and diming. You pay the woman for her tea from your immense wealth, and she's happy to hand you a very fine tea, very almost like spicy, pungent tea. This is a lot more pleasant than the beer. It's almost sweet, like a nectar almost. But that's all she does. Venta, you can see this woman's tea shop. You know, it's just a little spark. It's just a little spark. But maybe that's all it needs to light this flame, you know? Maybe that's, her tea is good, and while she is Baiku, maybe she just needs this little surge of people that you've helped, that has been helped lead into here. It's packed house.
The place looks clean. It'll be good.
It's clean. There's people inside, and there's tea burning, and the smells of, like baked goods, that she begins to make or wafting in the air. And people do begin to come in from the street. Even a couple of the high class, even though they sort of have their nose and their eyebrows raised a little bit, they do walk in. Maybe this is just that little spark that she needed that you gave to her.
It doesn't matter. I want to sort of take after Ito a little bit, and as soon as people start people start coming in, I want to take off my cloak and my hood, and I want to set it down on I guess probably has a coat rack or something by the door. I'll put it on the
Obviously,
rack,
yeah.
and then I will roll up my sleeves and I'll help with dishes, serve drinks. bus
Alright.
tables, whatever needs to be done.
All right. You do so. Like I said, you've got a youth of experience doing it, so it comes naturally to you. It's a second nature to you. As you move back and forth, easily sort of bussing tables, picking up dirty cups, and taking to the back and washing them. As the elderly woman thanks you profusely at doing so. She insists on paying you for your work, a single gold piece.
That's fine with me.
Pretty damn decent wage for the night, but it seems like she's made a wealth more, from the word of mouth. And the people, as they're walking out, seem pretty satisfied, seem pretty happy. As you see, there is one. You are a little bit, perhaps, dismayed to see that there is a very high-class man that comes in with a retinue of these unseen baiku. But as he leaves, he says, "This place, I suppose I might have to visit it again some other time." And that is as good as anything that you're gonna get from here. A high-class person saying they'll come back, it's pretty fucking great. And so you've probably saved this tea shop.
Hey, all in a day's work.
All in a day's work. Alcool, much the same happens with
So
you.
cool.
As you see that there are quite a few of the sort of wealthier people that come in, and they are able to purchase tea. You hear good word of mouth. May even directs them to say, well, if you fucking, or if you like a really nice, local buildings, let me tell you about my dad's tailoring shop. And so she'll sort of push some people towards there. But it is, like I said, much like Ventus's. Vent has observed. It seems like the high class do seem a little bit more inclined to come to this otherwise out of the way, lower sort of baiku tea shop in the midst of the Golden District. It could very well lead to a renaissance for this woman, and her family. Essentially, she doesn't have kids, but she does have like cousins and nephews and things like that. And that's money going all towards them. You've helped save, in your own way, you have helped save this tea shop.
Nice.
That's very nice and wholesome.
I suppose we haven't heard anything from Tommy.
Last update,
Well,
I got
he
both
left.
of them. He's
still
helping
living
his wife with student loan stuff application.
What's
I mean, it's past when Tommy normally would leave at this point.
what's
so.
she going to school for? Sucking
True.
dick?
That's just
Damn.
rude.
I'm just.
Probably
She's not even one of the players.
I'm
here.
just
That's
fucking
just
joking. She's already a
rude.
fucking pro.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
joking. Alright. So, we will perhaps see Aruna v. Reed next week. But
AVR.
Ito
AVR.
Uh-huh.
and Henley, technically.
Your Honor, stop playing Age of Empires 2.
Yeah. Stop losing at Age of Empires because your elo is already 900.
It is lower than that.
Wow, I didn't even know it went lower than that. I don't
I
know what
wouldn't even say
the
that out
elo.
loud.
I don't even know what the elo is for Age of Empires. So I was doing like chess elo, so I figured 900. That's
It is
pretty
up
fucking
to
bad.
2,900.
So it is like chess elo because that's 2,900 is about what chess elo gets to for Magnus Carlsen.
Well, it was 2,400 until about 3 months ago.
Well, 2,900 is around where Magnus Carlsen is, I think, for chess elo. So 900 would be pretty close to beginner
What's
intermediate,
considered-
I guess.
800 is what they start you at.
Yeah, so beginner intermediate is 900.
I started at 2.
We started from the bottom, and we're
Yep.
still there.
Yeah, he's still there. Jesus Christ.
Stop, he's dead.
Magnus,
But Connor, if I'm to believe what your picture that you're posting was, you won your second round thing?
Yep, in the sweep.
wow, he sucks.
Nice.
That dude sucks.
He was playing against Dennis the Menace, and Dennis the Menace does not play PC games, so it makes sense.
I didn't know they did Age of Empires at the Special Olympics.
That's a boomer ass name.
He
Jesus
resigned.
Christ.
He resigned really early in all 3 games. I was a little confused, but
It's weird how his internet got disconnected. Point is, Ito, you while they're doing their own thing, you have a more prominent role. Adelaide requests as a dignitary, the leader of Stalreich, a formal meeting with the Emperor of the Jinma dynasty. A prominent affair indeed, one in which she endeavors to essentially entreat the leader, this Emperor, to please don't attack me. Don't attack Stalreich whenever we're fighting a war on one front, essentially. And he agrees to see you. He is
both of us.
to see all of you. Henley, you, and Adelaide. Basically, like I said, you came in as an advisor. You're an advisor, and she wants you there.
You came in your advisor?
You came in your advisor.
A satyr, but wiser. You're welcome, Cody.
I need the fucking Squidward's like big old sticker or pen that he wears. I really wish I wasn't here right now.
Me too. I need that frequently.
It's a sign. You just hold it up, pass it to the next person.
You are invited to a dinner. A simple affair, one between the leaders and the advisors of these 2 nations. Fajin Ma is an imposing figure. Despite his advanced age, he looks like he's in his 60s. He is tall, and surprisingly bulky. He's not exactly built out like Henley, but despite his age, he's well muscled, as if he takes care of himself. Even beneath his quite ostentatious silken, golden, and black robes, you can tell he fills them out quite heartily, quite well. He is, despite his advanced age, someone that almost feels like he is in the prime of his life in a way. At the very least mentally, as he looks on at you. He sits at the head of his table, rising as you enter, a formality, and waiting until you're seated to sit himself. There's a hush in the dining hall as dinner is served. First the formalities, eating, and then speaking.
Okay.
I drink the hand wash water like in Shrek.
Bro.
Make sure you say that I'm like Shrek when you do it.
I don't do that.
This is your king?
I like that Colin.
What was that accent?
I like that Colin is now eclipsed by beer.
This is your king? But no,
It looks like beer is talking to us in racist characters.
eats the food. The dinner is it's a surprisingly not very like ostentatious. It's not very grand. It's quite simple
Gives
actually.
fucking porridge.
Yeah, you get porridge and pancakes. Enjoy.
Base.
That's an album name. That's a Prince album name right there.
Prince is fucking dead.
I know.
How's he gonna make an album called Porridge and Pancakes? He's dead.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. God.
You observe the formalities. As Adelaide sort of
Observe these nuts.
nervously follows the decorum as best as she can. A little bit unsure as to, obviously, the ways of the Jinma dynasty as you are as well, but it seems pretty straightforward. You eat the food, just little conversation besides basic formalities. How do you like your meal and things like that. It's only after the meal, whenever the dinner and the plates are taken away and there's nothing but the long rectangular table separating you from the from Fa Jinma, the Golden Emperor, before the true negotiations begin, as he sort of steeples his fingers and places them beneath his sort of smoothed chin. He says,
Before we start, I asked Ito and Adelaide if they want me to take lead because I've talked to them before.
No thanks, I choose life.
"You bring my family disorder!"
Don't worry, I have autism.
We need to get Headley a don't worry, I have autism hat.
I have one in my car.
Good.
Go get it.
Yeah, you
We
need
need
it
it.
right
You
now.
need to wear it every Sunday.
Can we get him a hat that says, "What are you, retarded or
We'll-
something?"
We'll wait.
Alright.
That video is so good.
It is
No.
getting late.
That would be
It is
scary.
8:30. I'm gonna call it here. I'll catch y'all later.
I was gonna
Well,
ask
look
you
at-
to do negotiations.
Look at fucking Max
Not gonna be next week.
going to fucking hang out with his lady friend or fucking whatever, while those other lonely fuckers get drunk on a 12-pack of beer and pass out while thinking about the Panthers tomorrow night.
Yeah. I was
You
Get
lonely
drunk and complain about
losers.
football. I'm gonna get high and fuck my girlfriend.
Well, you fucking rub it in, Max. You little baby
Wow.
back bitch.
Look at who
I
has
don't think he's
weed,
gonna do that
fucker.
anyway.
I'm not getting it. It's pouring like a son of a bitch.
I've never seen his
Well, you
girlfriend.
just heard Max that you just missed Max saying he's gonna fuck his girlfriend and get high.
Right.
So
I've
So
never
it was
seen
the other
Max's
way around,
girlfriend,
technically.
but I
yeah,
bet Max's
he's gotta get high to fuck his.
I bet
girlfriend.
Max's girlfriend is ugly like he is. So fuck off.
Shit.
That's just rude too.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
This is a little bit rude.
You know what? Autism spreads, and that's what happens. So
No,
fuck it.
Colin, autism,
autism
speaks.
spreads harder than a muscle relaxer.
All right, you can do the negotiations next week, and maybe Reed and Aruna will fight each other if they're fine with that,
I want to
It
see
is
some
getting late.
blood.
All right.
as a demonstration.
I want a room